Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is RealMotion Pro quick tips number 5, and today I'm going to show you how to add styles or change the animation style of your character after you have added the animation to it. So here we are going to use what we have here called FKF tracker, the location and the rotation. So now let's start. Here I'm going to load any animation from the list. So here I prefer using walking. So I'm going to search walking. It has over 450 plus and extra mockups you can join to this. So here I'm going to use the walking and I'm going to assign my rig, and here this auto rig, so I'll choose source rig as auto rig and I have assigned my target. Now I'll go to frame 1 and I'm going to load the animation. So I'm going to click on load and my character going to start walking. Okay, so make sure you have converted your character into FK. You can just go to settings, sign it and switch FK. I can see my character is walking fine. So what if I want to raise the hands up or bend chest, the spine, raise the hand or the legs? So I'm going to use the FKF tracker under here. So now let's go here. Since the animation starts on frame 1 and end on frame 25, I'm going to end my animation on frame 24 so that it can look better. Now let's go to current frame, the animation range here. So under here we have use current frame. That means it's going to use the current frame you are as the start frame. Right now I'm frame 6, that's why it says 6, but I'm going to turn it off and say frame 1 so that anything I'm going to change under here will apply it from frame 1 to the end frame. And since the animation end of 25, I'm going to tap the end frame to 25. Now let's see what we have. Right now I can select the character, the upper arm, and when I use the rotation and I rotate it up like this, I can see the character hands raised and it applied from frame 1 to 25, because we say the start frame should be 21 and the end frame should be 25. So it's going to apply to all those frames. Okay, so and these are going to update on real time and you're going to see what are going to happen. I can also select the spine, and here I can change the rotation and I can see how it's working. Okay, and I can also rotate it back like this, and I can also select the head bone and rotate it and see what we have. So we can use this to add variations or change how the character is moving or do anything. I can also select this leg and I can rotate it to maybe the side like this, okay, on Z axis, and this is how the robot is going to work. If you want to change the position, you also have the location here. I can move the character to different place I want, like here, and that's where the character are going to start working. Okay, so now let me start over. I'm going to reset the animation and load it again. Right now my character is moving forward. If I want to make it stay in place while moving, I can just select the character rig. Let's go to stay in place here, and right now since this character use Y for up, I have to make sure that one is off. Always make sure the one that's used for up going to be off. For rectify, it uses, you have to make sure Z is off. So right now I'm going to click on apply stay. So I have to go to first frame. If you're on frame 12 and we apply, it's going to stay at this current frame and apply. Here I want it to stay, okay, and apply this thing. And now let's see what we have. The character is not moving forward. Make sure you set the start and the end frame, okay, because the start end frame is 25, so it's going to end on 25. So we see our character is not moving forward. Right now I can just go to pose mode and select and track the pose as I want. Okay, so we can do anything you want here. If you can track it as you want, after that you can export it into anywhere you want. So see what we have. What about the leg? We also have IKFK baking in here. I can also go to IKFK baking. I'm going to select both the legs and I'm going to bake it from frame 1 to 25. So I'm going to click on bake, okay, and see what we have. Right now I can just go in here and use the location, and I can make the character be like this and see what we have. Okay, so I can just raise it up like this and see. You can just change the variation as you want. Okay, let me rotate this. Okay, so you can use the location of it. Okay, so another thing here is, let me reset this. Let me go here and switch back to FK. Now let's go to the retargeting here, and I'm going to search for animation called swimming. Okay, this is the animation I want. I'm going to import it. Okay, and I'm going to set my source to the swimming FBS rig, and I'm going to set my target to my rig, and on to fetch list. This will automatically set the mapping for you. I'm going to set the root bone, and I'm going to bind constraint. Okay, so see what we have. We have swimming animation. Okay, our robot now is swimming. Okay, so this is what you have. Let me go and set the end frame to here. It's end on 137. Okay, before you pick the animation, you can also go to post mode. Let me select my target rig, go to post mode, and here we have spacing, the adjustment. Okay, we can just select the hands bone like this, and I can just track it. Okay, as the character is moving, I can track it and it will update in real time. Yeah, I can also select the leg, do the same thing. Okay, and we have it here. So after you check everything, you can just bake it, or you can just click on bake. After you bake, then you can go and adjust it on the F12 here. So after I have fresh baking, can select the source and delete it. Now let me go to the animation here and select my rig, and then since this animation ends on frame 37, I'm going to type 37 as the end frame here, 137. Now let's see what I have. I can go here and I can use the location to change where the character is. Since it rotate, I can just rotate it on here, like diving or swimming on water. Okay, can change the rotation. So see what you have. You can do many things with RealMotion Pro. Okay, see what we have here. Like, yeah, so this is very good. We also have another animation like let me load this. We have this movement. Okay, so let me go here and bake this one into IK. Okay, the end frame is 35, so I'm going to type 35 here, and I can both bake both legs at the same time. Click bake. Okay, let me end this one to 34 and see what you have. I can select this and bring it down. Okay, and I make sure count location is last. Okay, and we have this. I can also go to stay in place here, and I'm going to turn this one off and turn this one on. I'm going to type maybe 3 here and see what I have. Let me make it 0.7 to reduce it. Okay, you see, so you can use RealMotion Pro to do so many things. Okay, let me apply, and the bouncing will be more. Let me apply again. This will increase the bouncing, how the character bounce. Okay, so this is for today, and see you in next quick tips about RealMotion. There's a lot more going to be reviewed, so stay and I'll update you soon. Thank you for watching. See you in next video.